Now, what is Maoism? Maoism is a step in the evolution of Marxist ideology that took its shape in the late 80s and the early 90s in Peru, influenced by the practice of Mao Zedong in Chinese People's Republic. Basically, it's just a patch for the proletarian ideology, appearing in a period of modern imperialism and neocolonialism. Now, sometimes we can see that Maoists like to call themselves Marxist-Leninists, trying to show that there is no difference between the ideas of Marx, Lenin, and Mao based on the principle of the simple development of their ideas. There are three principles, which are the cornerstones of Maoism. 1. Reliance on the third world. 2. Reliance on masses of society and widened democracy. 3. Acceptance of the inevitability of conflicts in party and masses, and anti-revisionism. The positions of these third worldists are about the fact that proletarians in countries of the first world, such as Western and Northern Europe, Australia, South Korea, Japan, and North America, are bribed by the bourgeoisie. They share all profits and social benefits, so their class interests are smoothed over and don't allow them to support revolutions in home countries. In opposition to this working aristocracy, we have an industrial and rural working class of outsiders, countries of the third world, which exist under severe exploitation, similar to slavery. They are interested in fighting for their rights and social change. Because the bourgeoisie of imperialist countries earn their excess profits using people of poor countries, and it allows them to calm down the movement of the local proletarian, revolution in the third world can stop the functioning of this system, causing a chain reaction and waking up of proletarians even in the richest countries around the world, aka revolution. The principle of reliance on the masses was created and used in China during the events called the Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution. It showed its success in practice and postponed the process of capitalist restoration finished by Deng Xiaoping, which created modern China. The principle originates from conditions of guerrilla wars and can be expressed in these simple words. We have to go to masses, study at them, generalize their experience, to put forward on its basis the best systematized principles and methods, and then again bring them to masses, call to follow them, deal with the problem of masses, to release masses and make them happy. Thus, the Maoist conception assumes realization of widened democracy for all workers' representatives, making them responsible for all of socialism's destiny, without denying the role of communists who become mentors but not directors of the people. Acceptance of conflicts in all parts of our life and all in the process of our history is direct development and deepening of the principles of dialectic materialism. Maoists throw away the idea of unity in the people or the concrete organization and class society as idealistic, preferring to be focused on fights of various parties. There is no party in the world that can only consist of good people who support progress. To Maoists, there will always be elements of staying on revisionist positions. To them, the right decision is open confrontation, publicity contribution, and frankness of each member of the party, and the reflection of that principle in the masses of all. By the way, that approach has nothing in common with empty pluralism. It is functional and honest, but proceeding from it, it calls for bitterness and straightforwardness in upholding of social progress. Modern Maoist organizations are popular all around the world. In all three worlds, parties of the richest countries are busy with the dropping out elements like migrants, marginal intelligence, LGBT representatives, or ethnic minorities. The fight in the third world continues on an absolutely different level, often reaching armed confrontation. For example, people's wars in India or the Philippines. The second world is in the middle. It combines different parts of two extremes. Both types of Marxist activities are possible there. Contrary to stereotypes, the Maoist ideology has nothing in common with the Chinese nationalism or the modern system in the People's Republic of China and a cult of personality which we might see today. There is no place to a worship and blind repetition of practice of Mao in Maoist ideology. But there is enough place for critical judgment of all historical experience of the past for its use in the real fight in the future.